too arrogant, too ambitious, too sensitive, but too compared to what? We're constantly doing this. Every time somebody is behaving differently than us from what feels normal to us, we turn that difference into a judgment about them. But why is our brain doing this? For four reasons. Number one, we love speed more than accuracy. Labeling someone as arrogant much faster than sitting with that behavior and examining it through and through. The second reason is we use our own internal reference point as the measuring stick. So let's say, for example, I am too quiet, then somebody's assertiveness will appear like aggression to me. Similarly, if I am extremely emotionally expressive, somebody's emotional restraint will appear as being cold to me. The third reason is that we like to be certain. We don't like uncertainty. So when we say that that person is arrogant, that's a job done. I don't need to be curious about them anymore. Saying that they spoke confidently, but they also repeatedly dismissed others, I wonder what is driving that, is far more complicated than saying they are arrogant. This requires curiosity, this affords certainty. Therefore, we choose certainty because we don't want to be in uncertainty. Psychologically, very difficult to be with uncertainty. Important to be with uncertainty because that is the nature of the world. But our brain, when it is not developed enough, chooses certainty rather than accuracy. And lastly, and more importantly, is when I put the judgment on them that they are too ambitious, I am avoiding examining myself because their ambition is clearly bothering me enough to want to judge them. So, what does that say about me? Maybe I envy them. Maybe I'm afraid of pursuing my ambition. Maybe I'm fearful that people will judge me. Maybe their actions really do violate my values. It could be any of these things. But when I squarely put the responsibility on their shoulders, when I make them the problem by calling them too ambitious or too arrogant, now I don't need to examine myself. I don't need to sit in that discomfort. So these are the four reasons why our brain chooses to label and judge others rather than take a little longer and examine the behavior for what it truly is. So next time you see yourself saying there too, I don't want you to automatically reject what your brain is saying. But what I would encourage for you to do is ask to compared to what? You might learn something about them, but more importantly, you might learn something about you.